Hey, hey, hey! Welcome, everyone. uh, welcome to the Living Room Show. I'm your host, Timeless Tate. So happy that you're joining us. So happy that you're with us. Living Room Show is all about healing and loving and inspiring the community around us. And the Living Room Show is basically my saying, the world is our living room. So just start the journey of living today. And one thing I always do is, by the way, you can see I have some aromatherapy, some sage, giving you a very positive flow. And I'm sending out positive love and energy and all that good stuff. So go ahead and sit back, relax, recline, all those great things. Because I'm here for you, and I'm here to make sure that we have some good dialogue, some good conversations in the living room space. It's a safe space. It's a place for people to gather around the world in our homes, and I want to use this place to open up and share with you. I hope you share with me. So I welcome you to my little living room, and I hope we have a good conversation. And I start my day out with inspirational quotes, with positive affirmations, positive thinkings. I read sometimes positive articles in the morning to push me forward. And I want to do that today with you. So I have a quote today by Tracee Ellis Ross, actress of Girlfriends, the new hit show, Blackish. She's also the daughter of the legendary Diana Ross. So here's what Tracee Ellis had to say about something positive that she learned as a young girl. As a young person, my philosophy was to jump off the cliff. I realize now that there's stairs and elevators. I'm learning every day to allow space between where I am and where I want to be. And I want to be inspired me, not to be terrified me. I can ask for help and not feeling that I have to know everything. That's where the growth lies, not knowing. And for me, that quote speaks to just relax, live life. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have everything figured out. And I think that's important to let young people know, like myself and people even older, that life is a journey. Life is a bountiful of ups and downs and things like that. But as long as you keep yourself motivated with good positive energy around you, good people who love you, you can get through the day, you can get through life. And this is what this show is all about. It's a dialogue, a conversation. It's a place where you can feel restored and liberated. So thank you, Tracee Ellis Ross, for that. We'll check out her show on Blackish. And check out her old great things she used to do. Girlfriends, one of my favorite shows. Girlfriends is just so dynamic. You need to see it. Most likely everybody saw it. So let's move on to what I call Book of the Week. And Book of the Week in literacy is very important to me. It's very important that we talk about people reading books and reading literature and loving literature and pushing great storytelling and good narratives. Simply because when we do that, we have so much to offer. We have so much dialogue we can get from books. And especially for African American writers, amazing. So we want to support our writers. As we know, unfortunately, there's so many bookstores closing down, so many things, you know, but we need to support our black writers. We need to also continue reading, continue having curiosity about what's going on pages and stories. So much good information out there. So I'm pushing black literacy. I'm pushing young people, old people, everybody to continue reading books, continue to pick up books, go to your local libraries and bookstores and read a book. And the book I'm going to do for this week is my girl Janet Mock. I'm not sure y'all can see it, but this book to me speaks so many great things. Janet Mock. What can we start with Janet Mock? Like, what can we start? Janet Mock is a trailblazing trans woman of color who's an activist, a best-selling author. She has done shows with MTV. She has written for popular magazine, People magazine. Her show is called So Popular. She did Translist, which is I think on HBO. She has worked with some of the greatest names in TV, and in her literature is my favorite thing about her though. She also has a podcast, so check that out. But this right here, this body of work called Surpassing Certainty, what my 20s taught me, is everything that I need as a black trans person. Right now, I just need this, like, it's my trans guide. And it's fun, it's liberating, it's a definition of trans liberation that we need. And I'm all about supporting my black trans sisters, my sisters, that's like always pushing a narrative, that's always being outspoken about the truth. And as we all know, or some of you might not know, trans women of color like myself are the main ones being shot down and killed. There's high violent rates against us across America and also in Brazil. So this brings light, this brings positivity, that we have someone to look to, someone to give us some type of encouragement. And in this book, she talks about dating. She talks about loving your body, learning your body. She also talks about a young black Hawaiian girl going from high school and to college and dating people in between. And she talks about sex work. She talks about learning to love your body, learning to understand how the world sees you as a trans woman of color, and navigating that space and going through the journey of learning life and learning how to deal with other trans women, how to learn how to deal with cisgender women, learning how to deal with cisgender men, understanding how the world sees you, and, you know, just figuring out, discovering things. And Janet Mock just, when I first read it, I almost cried. I think I did cry. Because there's so many things about gender that we don't talk about in school. And she breaks it down here. Even better, her first memoir, her very first book about her life, and redefining realness. So go check that out too on Amazon and your local bookstores. And she breaks down different things that we all need to know. But especially my trans sisters, listen, girl, I bought one. You can go buy one too. All my black trans women of color, please buy this. Support your girl. Support your girl. Go buy this, okay? Because this needs to be on bookshelves. This needs to be on your car, in your purse, okay? This is a beautiful story about her story, but we can find collective wisdom within it that we all can take from it. And that's the power of reading books. That's the power of storytelling. That's the power of black women, black trans women, speaking their minds and writing down their thoughts and telling their stories in public spaces. She is the definition of trans visibility and trans empowerment that I'm all about. So please go check it out. Tell me what you think. All that other good stuff, because I'm reading it, I'm rereading it, I'm hooked, I'm sold, girl, you got me. And continue to watch this amazing woman to continue to break down doors. She has a lot more stuff I'm pretty sure she got working on and got going on. So this is the book of the week. Once again, Janet Mock, Surpassing Certainty. So go check out your local libraries and your bookstores on Amazon and all that great stuff. Yes, yes. Oh, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? By the way, I'm drinking hot tea, herbal green hot tea with a drop of like honey to keep me like going. That's also ways of self-care to keep your voice going, keep your mind and your spirit kind of warm and at ease and at bay. So yeah, things like that I'm going to teach y'all about. I have some natural remedies we'll talk about. Not today, but in other segments. But I really want to make sure that I hit on those things on natural remedies, because we need to know there's a lot going on in the world that you need to take some time, make some ingredients, use some natural things in Mother Nature, put them together, especially for colds and elements, stuff like that. So this girl got you covered. I got you covered in that. Alrighty, so I want to talk about another serious topic, black music. As you probably seen my first video I did on black art, this segment will be about black music, and very important to me, y'all, what's really going on. It's very important what's really going on and what's not been talked about, right? So, vocalist, singer, songwriter, R&B soul singer, K.Michelle had a great interview with Complex News, Everyday Struggle. So go check that out. I probably want to give you a link after this on the description. Go check it out. In this interview, she talks about what's really going on in the music industry behind closed doors, what's going on with record labels. She keeps it real with us. I'm gonna keep it real with you. So for a minute, like a good year or two, I haven't been listening to radio. I've been listening to kind of old school radio, because I feel like the radio now kind of got crap on it. But now, beautiful, outspoken K.Michelle has told me exactly what's really going on. And she breaks it down to so many things. And we all know, she been for years now talking about wanting to sing country music. And country music for her is like her passion. But she's been pushed in the same box to do R&B music, to be doing soul music, which is, she loves it too, but she wants to expand. And there's other African American women just like her who want to do other genres. And she talks about, in this interview that's very emotional and passionate, that she almost got teary-eyed about, that she fights to do quality music, quality, true, well-written music. And record labels don't want that. They don't want that. And they actually are signing people who actually gimmicky. This is hot and popular right now. As you can see on the radio, it's a bunch of trash. And she's saying that they actually have quality girls who can sing jazz, R&B, country, black African American women, and they don't want to sponsor them. They don't want to fund them. They're not promoting them. So what you see on the radio is what they want you to hear. It's so many songs right now about sex and drugs and about so many other things. And they want you to be influenced by that. And for me, love of media, love of communications, love of what's going on in culture and society, messaging and influence is very important to me. So we see different messages, we hear different messages in the radio. And it's true. I'm just not in love with what I'm hearing on the radio. I just don't like it. I listen to the old stuff now. I listen to some of the new soul stuff. And she breaks down saying there's also other artists that has betrayed her. And that's also stolen some of her things. And because she doesn't have the cleanest image, she has the realest image, not the cleanest, but the realest image, things didn't go her way. And she gets emotional about this because she has a passion for real music and singing and singing. And there's a lot of soul artists that's not getting the respect. I remember years ago when India Arie had said, I think on national television, that she was supposed to have a little bit more promotion for some of her albums and wasn't getting it. I also remember, like, there's a song by Beyonce's little duet girl group that she sponsors, and she found Chloe and Haley. They had a thing called Sugar Symphony. And I remember when it dropped, I was so excited. But it's not on the radio. It's not getting any support. And one of their major hits was, I think, Drop. And it's all about the love and hate relationship with the radio. That you want to do good music, you want to say the positive things, you want to feed the black youth actually like creative things. But the media, the people over the execs, the management don't want it. They want you talking about sex, they want you talking about drugs, they want to feed the youth bullcrap. And there's so much fighting with artists who want to be creative. Like Legacy, she speaks positive about how she had a long journey of no's and doors closing on her new hit album, Let Love Rule. And she was not recognized for her beautiful singing voice, Legacy. So the media do choose different people who are more popular, but not actual talent in songwriting skills and vocal skills. So it's nice to see an artist speaking about this, because for me, I'm like, what's going on already? I'm like, what is this? We got mumble rapping, we got people talking about the chipmunks on the vocals. We got people who you don't even understand some of the rap they're doing. And now this is why. The management wants to sell you a bunch of bull crap. And what's heartbreaking is you're starting to see white soul singers getting more promotion and more funding. Now Adele is a great singer. We're going to give her that. She is talented in great singing. Also Sam Smith, my sweetheart, my gay sweetheart. We all love him. No bad thing to say about him. They deserve all of that attention. But there's other great soul singers too, of color, who are singing just as brilliantly and not getting that same fame. I remember Fantasia saying sometimes that one of her songs should have went a different way. She wanted to do a different type of rock soul. And I think that the Orange album she did, went kind of okay, but she kind of wanted more. But we love you. We support you, and we want to make sure that here you have an audience, and things like that. And for all my black artists who want to continue doing creative music like Miguel and Trey Songz and Legacy, India Arie, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, I can go on and on and on. Even some new artists now coming out the woodworks with some great, authentic, real music. We love you. We want you here. We celebrate you. And keep being creative. Keep doing great music, because we need you. Keep fighting. We're going to keep supporting you. And we want to make sure that we have good messaging and real music with real vocals and real lyrics that talk about our everyday experience. We're not black people who only just have sex and smoke. We're diverse. We're versatile people. We are all facets. Studying black culture, we're very facet. We're very fluid and versatile. So it's very important to me that we support great people that's doing beautiful things for black culture and African American studies, in media, in music, and things around us. And that's what this show is all about, supporting the greats and talking about what's going on in society. And there's so much more that I want to talk about. We'll give it to the next segment, but I want to leave you with this positive tip and positive note. Take some time to be with yourself. Take some time to love yourself and love others around you. Understand that You can write your own story, and you can change your own story. And know that you have people who want you. And there are organizations out there who want your love too. So I'm speaking to all the ones who are having low self-esteem, are thinking about suicide. I'm here. I love you. There's other organizations, other people out there that love you as well. And understand that your life is special. Your life, your existence is special. So I'm going to give you a little bit of that, and we'll talk about so much more next segment, next video. Go check out my last video I did about black art that honors the 3 African American women of NASA. Go check that out about the Hidden Figures. And go check out and go read Janet Mock's book, Surpassing Certainty. Go buy Latest new album, Let Love Rule, and go check out K.Michelle new album as well, and her latest interview she did with Complex News, Everyday Struggle. And that's all I have for you right now. Until next time, be blessed, take care of yourself. I love you. Send you positive vibes. And always remember, love yourself, express yourself, and just be yourself. I'm your host, Timeless Tate. And thank you for listening and watching The Living Room Show.